Bonafide Hustler here, and it's a beautiful evening here in Austin, Texas. Oh, I better put my belt on. I just left the neighborhood. Okay, the belt is on, and we're about to open up another vlog, and I am on the way to get something pretty cool. What's up, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the inside of Big Spaceship. Little Spaceship had a starter issue the other day, so the part's coming in, and got to get it installed like in a couple days. So we're in Big Spaceship now. A beautiful evening here in Austin, Texas, which is nice because there's no traffic. And on top of that, we're going somewhere that's like 28 minutes away. 28 minutes there, 28 minutes back. It's an hour of my time picking up a Specialized roll bicycle. Okay, so in the previous vlog, I actually picked up a Specialized roll bicycle as well, size small. This one's size medium. It's been used a couple times, and for $100, I think it's really worth it because these can sell between $300 and $500. So that's what we're doing right now. And then, what else? Oh yeah, I want to show you some of the things I found from California. There were a couple things at thrift stores that I bought. And then there's some cool things that sold while I was in California. In the last vlog, you saw me with E-Money in California and Santa Cruz. So some things sold. 4 items sold over the course of, like, I don't know, 6 days or something like that on eBay. And those items were pretty cool. Made some good money while I was gone. And we'll look at those kind of items as well. It's kind of a beautiful evening. You see what I'm talking about? It's just really pretty. So yeah, this is an intersection by my house. This is not like pretty or anything, but we're about to go to where the lake is. And it's a pretty lake. It's Lake Austin. I don't know if we're gonna see it, but you know, the way down to the lake's kind of cool. So 28 minutes away. We're actually going to a neighborhood where that's very close to where Joe Rogan lives. Not that that really matters, but it kind of shows you the wealth that is in that part of town, you know? I think he lives in a house that's like $13 million, and most of the houses in that direction are, you know, pretty expensive. This bike, I'm sure the people that are selling it, they don't really care to sell it for $100, but when I see it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll pick that up because it's an easy sell. I mean, what can go wrong with a bike that's only been used like 3 times or so? And it should be a good deal. Back in the garage, and now that I have a more clear look at this Specialized roll bike, you know, it might have been used 3 times maybe, but those 3 times they really used it, you know. I just have to like wipe it down and everything, like, but it's got a fair amount of garage dust and whatever dust. There's kind of like some ranch land out there, but it did come with something pretty cool that in and of itself is pretty profitable. And that's this rear MTX rack right here. See that? How it has like this little thing? So this makes the little rack come out, see? And this is an MTX specific rear rack, which is cool. It's made by Toe Peak. And this bag right here, believe it or not, so this MTX bag with this rack oftentimes sells for like, you know, 75 to like $100. So I'm gonna detach that because the buyer of this bike isn't gonna care that it has a rack or not have a rack, you know, they just want the bike. And then I'm just gonna polish this bike up. It does need a new tube in the back, but I might be able to actually patch it up and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's got a lot of garage dust on it. I can get that out. But this MTX rack is super cool. You know, I've sold a lot of these things, and yeah, they sell really well. Oftentimes the bag will just sell for like 60 to 75 bucks. And I think there's even a Bluetooth speaker in this as well. Alltech Lansing, nothing crazy. But there's a speaker in there, and who knows what else in this rack, but I'll check out all that stuff. Shouldn't be anything else. Pretty cool. Got a little drink back there. And yeah, it's a neat rack. Some of them are expandable too. Some of the other MTX racks, they have little panniers that come out of these things. So you can put a jacket up here, all kinds of stuff for like a trek, you know. And I'm just gonna clean this one up too, probably hose it down, and this will get listed along with this rack. And if you have a rack like this, that's an MTX rack, it's just 4 Allen bolts. 1, 2, opposite side 3, and 4. And this rack will come out and you can put it on eBay. And you can say that it fit on a bike, you know, that had whatever size tires. These tires are 650Bs, so a little bit larger than 26. It's a very, very kind of cool rack and very adjustable kind of rack. So that was neat that it came on this bike because in and of itself, this could just make me my money back right here, pretty close to it. But the bike, it's gonna be listed between 3 and 4, Specialized roll, medium frame, really cool bike. It's 100 degrees in this garage. Actually, it's probably like 80 degrees, but it's 100 degrees outside. And let me show you some of the things that I recently thrifted. This was $5.49 at the Goodwill. These are some Spider That's right, SPYDER snowboard pants. I know it's not exactly the season, but we're getting up to the season in about 3 months. So decided to pop on these. They're in incredible condition. And yeah, this is a really good brand when you're dealing with ski and snowboard wear. These are size medium, even better, great size. No wear and tear on the cuffs, which is where it would, meet your boot. Yeah, anyway, so that $549 will probably be converted into about $50 or $70 on eBay. Yesterday, for $22, got these Doc Martin iridescent, right? Pretty neat looking. Look at this colorway. Anyway, with the Pride stitching right there, you can kind of see that. So pretty popular kind of boot, should sell for like 100 plus on eBay, and they're in great condition. You can see the bottoms. Yeah, I like that. So pretty good condition. Doc Martens. These are size 5, I think. So kind of small, but still got that cool iridescent kind of color to it. Last but not least, this is the thing from yesterday. Not thrifted, but I just took it off the bike, and this is what it looks like right here, the MTX Rack. So it's pretty neat. Don't sleep on these kind of things, because this should sell for some pretty good money on eBay, as it is just like this. And I included even the mounting bolts as well. So there you go. So Peak Quick Track MTX. All right, so I'm outside and I'm about to sell this $20 carbon fiber bike that my girlfriend picked up, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, maybe like 6 weeks ago. Anyway, so she picked up this bike. She went to garage sales kind of late, and this thing was sitting outside of a garage sale for $20. Now it does need new grips, new tubes, and probably new cables. But at the end of the day, that's not much, for someone to do that wants a bike that's 53 centimeters. This is carbon fiber Fuji road bike right here, right? Now Fuji's not the strongest brand, but we should be selling it here in, I don't know, there's a guy coming down the street right there. You can kind of see him. There he is. He's reversing down my street. That's kind of weird. Anyway, so, to sell it for $300, I was gonna, I asked $400, got a $300 offer, and we're gonna take it, because if I need to work on it, then I'm gonna have to do, there's gonna be significant labor, and I just don't want to invest that time only to sell it for, maybe $400. So it's about the same return regardless. We're gonna get this thing sold right now. And just like that, we have $300 on a $20 bike. That's pretty good. So it just goes to show you don't need to fix up every single bike. But usually I try to buy bikes that are operational and in very good condition. But this was a case where my girlfriend blew up my text messages. She's like, should I get this for 20 bucks? Because she was at garage sales that day and I was in a different part of town. And I was like, absolutely, buy it. It doesn't matter, because components alone on that bike would have sold for more than 20 bucks. But we just sold the whole thing for $300. So that was a good flip. I should be able to sell another bike later on today as well. I picked up for $100. I think someone's coming for $350 on that bike. I'll show you that when that comes around. Okay, so here we are further in the evening, and we have the bike that's gonna sell soon. I think it's $350 is the agreed on price. So it should be $325 cash and then $25 Venmo or something like that. I picked up this bike like 4 or 5 days ago for $100. So this is what it is. And I think we saw it on this vlog, but this is a specialized roll. If I haven't shown it on the vlog, I showed 2 rolls on this vlog, or maybe the other one. But this is the one with the, not the step-through frame, but the actual top frame. So it's meant for like more guy maybe, It's a medium. I bought it for 100 and listed it for 380. Got a person saying, will you take 350? So we're gonna do that. This is in great condition, and it's a really awesome bike, honestly. It's a 1x7, so 7 gears in the back, 1 in the front, and it's running 650B, really kind of fat tires, which is cool. Very much current day geometry, real comfortable kind of ride. But just a really easy kind of hybrid bike that sells really well in today's day. So look for specialized roll bikes when you get a chance. If you can find one for around $100, you can flip them for usually $350 or so, $400, because new they're starting at like 7 to like 1,000. So a person should be coming down this road any second now, and I think it's for a son or something like that. Let's see if someone comes down the street soon. Been trying to find a whole lot more bikes lately, and it's not that it's harder, it's just really good bikes go pretty quick. But we found some pretty cool ones that didn't make it on this vlog, so I'm gonna show you that here in a second. 2 nights ago, my girlfriend and I offered $40 on this one mountain bike, which I'll show you later in the vlog. And we go there, and the mountain bike's awesome. It's probably worth like $350. But more importantly, there was another bike there, like a Raleigh, a really unused Raleigh hybrid bike, and the lady wanted 60 for it. So I think it's only been used like 1 time. She was an older lady, so some people buy bikes and then they, with the intention of like riding them, and they don't. So both bikes were in incredible condition. And yeah, so we ended up picking up 2 bikes for $100. So I'll show you that later in the vlog. Well, we're about to get the second bike of the day sold right here. And yeah, Bikes to Bucks are in full effect, which is cool. And then I'll show you some of the things that have sold while I was on vacation. Although one of the things was a return from eBay. I was on vacation for like, I don't know, 6 days, 7 days. And one of the things came back. So let's take a pair of boots. And statistically, you know, boots are kind of a finicky thing. Either they're gonna fit dead on or they're not gonna fit at all. So, you know, the return rates are here and there on boots, but yeah, did take a return. It's sitting inside my house right now. I don't like returns, but you know, it's part of the game. All right, person is pulled up. Let's get this bike sold. You see this thing right here? So this is a kryptonite lock, cable lock. Not a terribly good one, but man, this thing was so hard to cut. We had to get an angle grinder involved to get this lock off of a bike that I picked up last week. And that bike is sitting right here. This is a Fuji Cambridge, pretty nice bike. I think I bought it for 40 bucks and it had the lock like right about here, right? So it took a while to get that thing off. It took a solid 15 minutes. We tried a Sawzall at first, but that kryptonite lock did not, you know, budge at all. So we had to get an angle grinder blade from Amazon and use my neighbor's, you know, whole angle grinder thing. But this is a nice bike. We got it off. And this thing will be listed today for about $280. Real nice condition. It's a small/medium frame. Oh my gosh, it is so hot out here. It's like 100 degrees. And we're doing the throwback Bonafide Hustler blue shades. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna wheel this in the back and get it up on the little bike stand kind of thing. It's kind of where we keep bikes. And then there's one back there, or actually two back there, I'll show you, that we picked up the other day for 100 bucks. And one of them is gonna be listed today. Yeah, I'll show it to you. Okay, the other two bikes are sitting right here. One of them is called a Novara Madrona. This thing was 40 bucks and incredible condition, lockout fork. We have 29-inch wheels, which is huge. We have hydraulic brakes. This bike is gonna be listed for like $350 or so. It's got full SRAM system, you know, shifter system on it. It was pretty cool. Right behind this bike, we have a Raleigh Venture 4.0, size large. This was 60 bucks. Same person, you know, wheeled it out. I told you guys earlier in the vlog I'd show you these two bikes. This one's gonna be, you know, probably sold between $200 and $250, but it's listed for $280. And pretty cool bike, nothing crazy, but this one's in perfect condition, as you can see right there. But I think the real winner is gonna be this one right here, this Novara 29er. Meant for a woman, and you know, we got a lot of trails in this town. This should do really well. All right, so here's the return for something that I actually sold while I was on vacation. And I am about 22 bucks into this. I bought if you pay attention to my vlogs, 2 vlogs ago, about 4 of these general style of boots. One was a Durango, but the other 3 were Fry boots. Each one I paid about $22 for, and they've all sold except for this one. Well, this one did sell, but it came back. The person said it didn't fit. But yeah, these are Fry harness boots, women's, beautiful condition. This one actually sold for $179. It's, you know, it sucks to take a return like that, but that's just eBay, you know? So I checked the return, everything's good. I issued the refund and it goes back into this box like nothing changed, and relist for free, you know, that whole thing. Just tape up the box and look for another buyer. You know, that's part of the game. I mean, if you don't like those things, then you shouldn't be playing the game. But I understand that I'm playing the game. And so having a return every now and then is almost expected. You know? Okay, I'm leaving a Goodwill, and I didn't find anything in the Goodwill, but I'm actually heading home to go sell a Specialized roll bike that I found, I don't know, a week and a half ago for 100 bucks. This one's in really good condition. I found it on a previous vlog, and this one should sell for 300, which was my estimate of 300 to 500. So we're gonna get this thing sold. I've had such a busy day, man, I swear. I have been out of the house for quite a while now. Crazy workout at the gym this morning. Met with my business partner for Radical Life stuff, and went to a thrift store that was right down the road, and then now heading home to eat food and get a bike sold. And I'm just trying so hard to find more bikes, but it's getting a little hard. But it's kind of cool because it's 105 degrees here in Austin, Texas right now. And, you know, searching for a good bike to resell is easy, and you can find the bikes. And the thing is, not many people want to go anywhere on a 105-degree day. You know, they don't want to drive anywhere, they don't want to do anything. So that's the edge I have, you know, it's like I can go at a drop of a hat and go pick up a bike. So hopefully I can find another one today or tomorrow. You see, when you deal with a bike that doesn't need any work, like that thing has probably been used like 3 times, what it takes to sell something like that is basically no time. Like I spent 45 seconds with that guy, and now we have $300 cash right here. I spent 100 on it. So we got 200 in thinner. And that's great. I like that. You know, it took me That day that I bought the bike, it took me 40 minutes round trip to get it. And it was a 150 asking price. I offered 100, and so that's how I got it. It was on the previous vlog, or the vlog before that. You can go check it out. But that's a good bike flip. And we're gonna end the vlog right here, right? So we can get more vlogs down the chain. And you know, if you enjoy stuff like this, maybe you're learning a couple things, then put a comment below. But make sure you hit the like button, and we'll see what other things we can get into. Garage sale season is about to really start real hard, so I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let me know what you think. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.